Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Draft League video. I'm your host, Twisted Games, coach of your Chicago Boltons, and I am here with Josh's League, Week 7. Last week there was no video because it was on Showdown, and I'm lazy to do recording of it. But in the description there will be a recording of the Week 6 Josh's League, which I actually lost to Pokemaster. I just kind of got schooled out by the Iron Crown stuff. But this week is against Kipp fan. Um, he had a pretty dangerous team. He had a Terra Superior, so you didn't want to let that thing set up as more than you have to. But you see here, he leads up with um, what's the guy's name? Mian Shao versus Serena. I thought you'd go with this, just because I kind of wanted to. But I thought you switch out. Serena this week is Terra Fairy. And there's an Overquill. This the Overquill set is pretty different. Sees Poison Point this week. It's just a different Overquill set. As you'll see on the board, because like I said, I don't want Superior to do a whole lot against me. I know it's like weird to kind of be scared of Superior, but you don't want that thing. It's fast, and if that thing gets like a +4, like your team's kind of over. You know what I mean? Um, so that's what I brought into this particular battle. Um, and here, this Overquill. This Overquill has haze to get rid of any setup moves and stuff like that, which I really did need to get rid of setup on his team. He also has Terra Haxorus. And I believe his Superior and Haxorus are both Terra Ground. So that is a little interesting intersect there. And comes out is the what's it called? Regilucky. I thought this mon wouldn't come because it kind of doesn't have a way to hit Ting Lu. So I just thought that it wouldn't come, but I get why, because it's like maybe it's only I forgot if it's only a spinner or not. I know in this particular battle it is a spinner and stuff like that. Like I said, I just need to use reflect, which is good move for him to do. Like I said, it's one of those things where it's not I don't know what to do. I have an idea what to do here and there. It's I just wanted to get this out of the way and everything else. And I brought a superior after I thought to go throat chop, and I got the crit through the reflect, which is it's very good. That I got that crit and stuff like that. Um Like I said, it's Terra Ground, so it's Terra Blast. A good thing I brought triple Axle on Serena. I felt it was a good move and stuff like that. As the Overquill comes out, he synthesizes up. I am Shookaberry, so if he did Terra Blast, my Shookaberry would do something. It sees Barbaros Crunch, Haze, and Pain Split. Like I said, get rid of any and all setup on his team. I felt like it was a good idea by me to do that. Barbara has 50% chance to poison. Also, like it the poison point on me if they hit me in this particular area. Like I said, um it's tough. It's a pretty tough matchup. I didn't bring Jirachi. I didn't think Jirachi would be very good in this battle. I just mons are not good in certain battles, but this one was not. Let's see here. Here is Haxorus, Barbarage. I get the hit off, and there it is poisoned. So there's a poison there that I needed to get off. Now, this is very interesting on this turn. Yeah, I know if it like Dragon Dances is not the best thing for me in the world. So I did not want to let this guy get a Dragon Dance off. It would not be the best thing in the world for me to get for me to have this go off. Um, so I was debating in my head, and plus he's on Earth, which means um that my sugar bear would not be in effect. Which I understand on Earth. I think I just like Mold Breaker as an ability better. That's just me. Um, what do I know? Sometimes. I decided to do Haze, like I said, and he sets these up, which is good for me that I get rid of his SD attack in this scenario. And he's like, get the Haze. I had to get rid of um these moves that he has. So I think that was that was like a good move for me in general to get off. Um, just want to get that off. Now, this next move that I have, I see here, I don't have an ice move. I forgot what I prepped for. He had like a talon flame or something, I believe. So that's why I have the stone edge. I think it's talon flame. Hopefully I'm right. I don't know anymore. I've been in and out of draft the last couple weeks. Do ZA and then my motivation actually really prep for draft league. Like recently, one reason why there's no commentary in this particular game is just before this, I had to I took an EQ there. Um, what I ended up having to do is damn, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, I had a semifinals match that I didn't record for CDL, which I was uploading it and then stopped. And you guys remember why? And then I got like 2-6-0s like in the back end of the stretch and made playoff, which was semis because only top four made it. So that's neither here or there. Faster than this Haxorus. He decided to withdraw, and I went for skill shot. And this is the Hamurot. And I missed skill shot, so isn't that great? Isn't that great that I missed a move? Um at that point I went with Sylveon after this. Because I figured he's gonna do Ceaseless Edge. That's why I protected Pass and Serene, by the way, because it's like talent. I think it's talent point. That's why did nothing there, which is good. So this is kind of weird exchange I had with Sylvia on this battle. Um, I felt like he could have stayed in Samurai, but I know why because Hyper Voice would just kill at this point in time. Um, since I know he has to like either click a water move or just run away and flip turn, I'm just click Calm Mind. I could have switched my Ogerpon. I could have. Unfortunately, I don't have Trailblaze this week. That would have been really nice, but I just don't have Trailblaze. And I give a sub a Calm Mind because it's just one of those things where I just get a free Calm Mind up. Should I have Hyper Voice? Yes. Because he was using his mod as a sack mod, you know. So that's the unfortunate part that I did not just click Hyper Voice. I feel like I should have, but who knows? Who knows what happens with the Hyper Voice? So I click Hyper Voice this time. I probably should have packed Yawn this week. So he clicked Ironhead and he got the flinch, which is really unfortunate for me that he got the flinch on an Ironhead. Now, I could have switched out in this particular instance um, to maybe the Ogerpon since it's clicking Ironhead. But I decided to go with Tinglu because Tinglu's great. It really is. So I got hurt by Spike, which was unfortunate. And then he clicks Ironhead, which doesn't do anything, as you can see. Tinglu is bulky. Very bulky Tinglu. Um as Hexus loses HP, um, HP over and over again. So one thing I will say, I have Stealth Rocks this week, and see he's Scale Shot, go to die set. That's why he had Sword Stands over. So one of the more important things in this battle is I have Stealth Rocks. I know a lot of guys on the team is not going to have anything to do a whole lot, so I just get my rocks. Might as well for his rest for the battle. I know there's Regilecki still, and that's why maybe rocks wouldn't be the best play out of here. But Overcook gets a kill and deserves a kill for a poison for Barbarage poison. So it definitely does get a kill. Deserves a kill thoroughly inside this battle. Now, like I said, he can go Rigid like you right now. He can A go reflect or B go rapid spin. Um that's two ways to go into it. I know if I was in I probably wouldn't do it now, but it's still a good idea to do it in general. As he's still making a decision, and you know, here we go, Mancha once again. So now it's important into what I do next. I believe this is where I sack off Sylveon. I think Sylveon is a very good sack. And now the Shuka Berry that I have is actually what works very well with the Overquill for this particular week. And stuff like that. Save the Tinglu up for later. Sack off the Sylveon. Because I kind of need to at this point. And then he CCs. So, because of of this little exchange here we have between everyone, he kills Sylveon, so that's his first blood with the Mienshao, which I'm willing always to take over here. Also another thing is I kind of always go Serena, and people want to know why I'm going to go Serena here because Serena's Terra Fairy, and it's mainly it's kind of mainly for this mon for a bit. But I'm not gonna lie. See, I have 4 good moves here. Yeah, as you can see here, 3 of my 4 moves are based on accuracy, and you guys know how I love accuracy moves and how everything works. Consider like that Queen Majesty. It is always a good move. Queen Majesty doesn't matter when. Get some rapid spins off. Be faster than almost everyone. You know, so I don't know what I'm debating for, but it's always Serena. This is always Serena move and stuff like that. Got my spike. Got hit with spikes. Always Terra Fairy because he just CCs. I figured that if it's actually if he was like banded or scarf, he doesn't stay in, and he doesn't stay in. So it kind of made me realize that he's actually scarf or banded in this game. Who knows who? And there's rocks damage, ladies and gentlemen. Always get your rocks up inside this particular battle. Like I said, Serena, Terra Fairy. It's been good. It's been a pretty good month for the most part. And there's triple axle. And so triple axle line all 3, which is really good. Like I said, protective pads also for amount like Sinistra for Rocky Helmet purposes. So I feel like that was a good decision for me to not have it with. And this essentially is the reason why I don't have the Ogre Pawn anymore. Not Ogre Pawn, the Urshifu. Why I made a change to Ogre Pawn. Because this particular mod with Rocky Helmet and Shrink Sap, not that great. And there goes Sensha. And I needed to get that second kill off the board. Serena doing the good work for my team. The absolute good work. Also, too, well, make a point. Samurott is not coming in here because play rough will one shot. Like a lot, that Samurott is not gonna do a whole lot to my team. Tell you that right now. But yeah, I feel like that's always a good decision for me to take that mana. Now the Regieleki comes back up, and there goes more rocks damage, and now it's like, what do I do? Because now what his electric move is not resistant anymore. I decided now to rapid spin to get the um spikes off, but he goes reflect, which is good. And like I said, let me get the um no spikes off my side. He's probably gonna click rapid spin on his side as well, which is like fine. I think in general, it's a fine tactic to do, especially through the reflect that's going on. So everyone from my team is actually a physical attacker. Sylvan's the only one that's gone. That's a special attacker, which is really, really unfortunately ain't bad. See, rapid spin and speed. I mean, no one on my team was outspeeding it anyways, so it didn't matter. I just don't want any more. I didn't want any chip more at Serena because I can definitely do what Serena endgame um pick. He thunderbolts, which does decent amount of damage. I pain split, and yeah, pain split's always a good thing. I always bring back Team Glue. I think I always bring back Team Glue at this point because he only has normal moves or electric moves, and it's a good idea to just get it out. The Team Glue. I'll have um. Oh, and there's a light screen. So really, 3 bolt rapid spin screens. No, I don't know. The light screen is really needed there, but things here do. Um, Since I know he's going to switch out, almost no matter what, and it's now figure out like what mon I want to double switch. This was always like a double switch opportunity for me to do with Tinglu because I figured that the superior just comes out freely. What it can and can't do. Um, stuff like that. But like I said, it's one of those things. It's a tough decision what to do, what you can do. It's still like it's early in game. Like I said, um, he's always gonna switch out for the Team Leo, and he goes with the superior, which is always like the move. And then I go with Overquill in this scenario, and I still have the Sugarberry. Um, Now I click Barbarage, hoping I get a poison. I probably should have clicked what's the move called? Paint and Split. So I can lower his HP down a little bit. And there was a chance I could get another crit through the screen. That would have been perfect, but alas, I decided to get damage out of Barbarage. Might as well through everything he have here. I see his Terras because his other Terra Captain is gone. The Haxorus. So this is no matter what scenario anyways, because the Ogerpon Wellspring, no matter what I do, just does damage to it. And I didn't Terra the Wellspring, which is actually better for me to not Terra that mod because of like we found out super effective, you know. But like I said, just Shuka and my Barbarage, no poison. Now it's assigned to. He's more like I can click another ground move. So I decided to go with Ogerpon. I feel like Ogerpon is the move to make in this scenario because he's not +2 anymore. He's more. more likely will do other things. But then he makes a switch out. He goes with Mianchao. This isn't the best switch for me, as you can see. I went to Ogrepon. Not the best case scenario for me in particular. Um, Now it's one of those things I have to figure out if it's. I don't know if it's banded or not. That's a problem. It's kind of tough for banded situations that I may or may not known for. But I figured at this point I can't really have Ogrepon take much damage to it, so I go back to Overquill. But if he poison jabs, he poison jabs. Does anything else, he does anything else, you know? And then Overquill comes back in. He clicks U-turn, which is fair. But since I know he's uh choiced into a move, whereas Scarf or banded. I'm pretty sure if that was banded, that would have killed, so it's probably choice Scarf at the end of the day. That's what I figured out during the battle and stuff like that. And then he goes back to Superior. His reflect wore off. So I'm not 100% sure. I don't think Retro Lucky was Terra. I don't think. I'm pretty sure it was not likely. Yeah, I felt like it was shorter than it needed to be. Um, at this point, I decided to click. I think paint split. I think I clicked paint split. I think no matter what. Is that haze? I think at this point, you know when you're dealing with this right now is that he doesn't have sub. I feel like if he had sub, he would subbed and on turn, um, that he terra'd. And that was a turn to Terra, you know what I mean? So that pain split, Terra Blast, he takes a kill over Overkill, which is fine. Overkill did its job, which was not let set up. No one was able to set up against me, so I'll take that as a W. Um, now in which now in this game, now I got Ogrepon, which all may comes out free is because since he's not +2, there's no contrary, so I can always click Cudgel. Cudgel's always free and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what I think. This is what I would. This is what I ended up doing. I think it's a great scenario on my part. Like right here is a good scenario. No matter what, I'm getting free damage. I'm getting absolutely free damage. Now the only way that this hurts me a whole lot if this guy has glare, I just don't hit. That's the only way. It'll be bad. But he goes with the Samurat. And as I click cudgel. And it still did a good decent amount. It still did over a quarter on the resistant move. Um Now at this point of the battle, who knows what's gonna happen? I just click play rough. If I click sword stance here, I think that would have been such a big brain move, but I did not. Sword stance into play rough. Well, play rough itself right now kills. But if I had click sword stance into play rough, and essentially he would have to attack more. But like I said, if I just clicked, hell, even if I had a horn leech there, I get all my health back. It's a power whip. I get my health back to nearly full health. And even if the Miancho does come in, right? Miancho comes in, which he does right here. I'm nearly full health. Poison jab does not kill me. U-turn does not kill me. And I'll just click Horn Leech next into the next mon. And Ogrepon just 4-0 essentially. If I no, is it 4-0 Leech? Yeah. Yeah, +2 Horn Leech, yeah. That mon would just 4-0 most if not all of his team. at this point. Um, but then I decided to go Team Lou. Yeah, I figured he would U-turn his turn. U-turn and poison jab, which, um, which usually U-turns, which is correct. He still has the superior still. Like I said, if I had sword stance up, he couldn't U-turn. I'm always gonna stay in sword stance to Horn Leech. Like I'm always staying in. You know what I mean? Superior now comes out, which is slightly bit unfortunate for me and the scenario in particular, especially when Kyurem does not have a ice move. But I figured that he would be turning these mons not into weak to ice. There's Leaf Storm as he gets a kill there, which is really unfortunate for me. Really, really unfortunate that it lands it. But that mon had to get sacked off for purposes of this battle. Now this is where the Kyurem show exists because I'm calcing a lot. +2 Leaf Storm hails the Ogrepon, hails the Serena at this point because now the Leaf Storm is not it's not resisted anymore. Now it's basically come down to can can I do some other things with it? You know what I mean? So Kyurem, Dragon Dance, Scale Shot, Iron Head. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I have this set. Really, really unfortunate. But I can't really bluff him with my set because not just as a Kyurem, but I just can't really do much with it. You know what I mean? Can't do much. Um, Now it comes down to he switches out. I felt like he should have stayed in, get much damage off to against a Kyurem. Who knows? Rigidity comes out. I hit Scale Shot, which is thank goodness I did. Emerald Dice, I'm always gonna hit at least minimum 4 times. It took 3 right there. Like I said, um, needed that to land every time. So Transistor, the Mon's gone, and I get my speed raise in this particular battle. Now it comes down to Mianxiao, which, by the way, good thing Mianxiao is out there because I do not get out. Essentially now, oh, I told my words. There's no reflect anymore. So main point was not getting reflect up, and the reflect probably would bone me in at this point because I have physical attackers at this point. I clicked Scale Shot. I probably should click Dragon Dance. That's just me. That's what I should have done. Dragon Dance into Scale Shot probably would have been better set. And Triple Axle, he lands 2. Unfortunately, he does not get the 3rd Triple Axle, which is really, really unfortunate that he did not get that. And there's 3, 4, 5. Even if they hit on 4 times, the poison kills me at Shao. And if it doesn't, I'm faster Manchow because I mean now +2 against a Scarf Manchow, so which is good for me. This was a key, and now it becomes down to Superior versus Kyurem. So I was running calcs, and Scale Shot did not kill. I felt in my head I needed Iron Head to KO, well, not KO, but to want to. I need a flinch, right? Needed a flinch Iron Head and Scale Shot, hit Scale Shot to win. Hit Iron Head, didn't get to flinch. Clicks Terra Blast. I thought best scenario, this Terrapause kills me, and I go straight into Serena or Ogerpon to win, but it doesn't kill me. And then minimum 4-hit scale shot, what I do, there's 1, there's a 2, there's a 3, and here's a 4. So scale shot Kyurem wins me a game. After missing it earlier on a switch, I hit it the rest of the time. So yay, Kyurem with 3 kills. Serena 1, Overquill 1, Ogerpon 1. So good win. This clinches me playoffs. I mean, 5-2. Next week I'll play against Squeaks. For the last game for a seeding. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next one. Peace.